My name is Magellan, and this is the Achafalaya Basin. Achafalaya, if you're from around here. And I'm going to do a poem today. I've been performing it for the last 5 years down the rivers, and I do it whenever the time and the place and the people feel right. So it's a parable. It's a little story. It's a Shel Silverstein poem, actually. It's a little story about a boy named Gimme Some Roy. He was nothing like me or you, because laying back and getting high was all he cared to do. As a kid, he sat in the cellar, sniffing airplane glue. Then he smoked banana peels when that was a thing to do. He tried aspirin and Coca-Cola, he breathed helium on the sly, and his life became an endless search to find perfect high. But grass just made him want to lay back and eat chocolate chip pizza all night. And the great things that he wrote when he was stoned looked like shit in the morning light. Speed made him want to rap all day, Reds laid him too far back. Cocaine rose was sweet to his nose, but the price nearly broke his back. He tried PCP, he tried THC, never quite did the trick. Poppers nearly blew his heart. Mushrooms made him sick. Acid made him see the light. Couldn't remember it long. Hash was a little too weak, smack a lot too strong. Quaaludes made him stumble. Booze just made him cry. And then he heard of a cat named Bubba Fats, who knew of perfect high. Now, Bubba Fats was a hermit cat, lived high up on the pole, high up on a mountaintop of a sheer and icy wall. Well, hell, says Roy, I'm a healthy boy. I'll crawl or climb or fly till I find that guru who will give me the clue as to what's perfect high. So out and off goes Give Me Some Roy, to the land that knows no time, a trail no man can conquer, to a cliff no man could climb. For 14 years, he climbed that cliff, back down again he'd slide. He'd sit and cry, then climb some more, pursuing perfect high. Well, grinding his teeth, coughing blood, aching and shaking and weak, starving and sore, bleeding and tore, he reaches the mountain peak. And his eyes blink red like a snow-blind wolf, and he snarls the snarl of a rat. And there in repose, and wearing no clothes, sits the godlike Bubba Fats. Man was having him fat, says Roy, Joy, come state my biz. I hear you're hip to the perfect trip, please. Tell me what it is. For you can see, says Roy to he, I'm about to die. So for my last ride, tell me, how can I achieve perfect high? Well, dog my cat, says Bubba Fats, another burnt out soul, who's looking for an alchemist to turn his trip to gold. Well, it isn't in a dealer's stash or on a druggist's shelf. Son, if you find a perfect high, you find it in yourself. Why, you jive motherfucker, says Roy. I climbed through snow and sleet. I froze 3 fingers off my hand, 4 toes off my feet. I braved the lair of the polar bear. I tasted the maggot's kiss. And now, you telling me the high is in myself? What kind of shit is this? You my ears, before they froze off, I heard all kinds of crap. But I didn't climb for no 14 years to hear your sophomore rap. And I didn't climb to hear the highs on the natch. So, you tell me where the real stuff is? I'll kill your guru ass. Okay, says Bubba Fats. Now you're forcing it out of me. But there is a land beyond the sun that's known as Zabali, a wretched land of stone and sand where snakes and buzzards scream. And in this devil's garden blooms the mystic Tusu tree. Now once every 10 years it blooms one flower as white as the Key West sky, and he who eats of the Tusu flower shall know the perfect high. For the rush comes on like a tidal wave and hiss like the blazing sun. And the high, man, it lasts forever. Down don't never come. But Zabali is ruled by a giant who stands 12 cubits high, and with eyes of red in his 100 head he'll waste a passerby. And you must slay this red-eyed giant and swim the river of slime, where mucus beasts await to feast on those who journey by. And if you slay these giants and beasts and swim the slimy sea, there's a blood-drinking witch who sharpens her teeth as she guards the Tusu tree. Man, to hell with your witches and giants, says Roy. To hell with the beasts of the sea. Why, as long as the Tusu flower still blooms, hope still blooms for me. And with tears of joy in his sun-blind eyes, he slips a guru of 5, climbs back down the mountainside, pursuing the perfect high. Well, that is that, says Boba Fett, sitting back down on his stone, facing another 1,000 years, talking to God alone. Yes, Lord, he says, it's always the same. Old men or bright-eyed youth, meh. It's always easier to sell them some shit than it is just to tell them the truth. And that's it, boys and girls. I hope you learned something.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Where are you headed?
Around the world in a rowboat.
Awesome. Where can we find you?
MagellanExpeditions.com. Magellan.
Excellent. Thank you.